Africa's largest economy and the most populous country, Nigeria, will finally sign the African Continental Free Trade Area. The agreement aims to boost intra-Africa trade and create the world's largest trading bloc. The country was yet to sign the agreement launched in 2018, but in a tweet on Tuesday evening, the presidency announced it will sign the agreement this weekend during the AU summit in Niger. Apart from Nigeria, only Eritrea and Benin have chosen not to join the zone. The African Continental Free Trade Area, launched on March the 21st, 2018 in Kigali, Rwanda, is the biggest in the world since the establishment of the World Trade Organization. The objective of the agreement is to create a single continental market for goods and services with free movement of business people and investments.
The news was well received by supporters of Africa's economic integration. After several years of procrastination, Nigeria, the continent's leading economy, has decided to sign the Continental Free Trade Agreement. The information contained in a tweet from the Nigerian presidency on Tuesday stated that the signing will take place at the extraordinary summit of the African Union this weekend in Niamey, Niger. The Nigerian presidency said, quote, "The priority now will be to conduct negotiations to ensure safeguards against smuggling and massive imports that will threaten our industry," end of quote. The African Union has welcomed this initiative. The AU's Commissioner for Trade and Industry, Albert Muchanga, in a tweet said, quote, "This is a positive and important development," end of quote. Initially at the forefront of the continent's economic integration, Nigeria withdrew unexpectedly, becoming a strong opponent of the proposed Continental Free Trade Area. Perhaps the recent economic recession has cooled the heat of a country that has suddenly locked itself into a state of protectionism. According to the African Union, the Continental Free Trade Area will increase intra-African trade from 16% to 60% by 2022.
Deeply marked by the ruin of its textile industry following the WTO agreements in the early 2000s, Nigeria has become a proponent of protectionism. President Muhammadu Buhari has always been keen to ensure that this continental free trade area would not ruin the country's businesses. One can therefore assume that the many consultations with the trade union federations have finally paid off. To discuss this in detail, El Hadji Alioune Diop, Professor of International Economics, now joins us from Dakar, Senegal. Diop, thank you for being with us. And thanks for taking our questions this morning. First off, after a long period of hesitation, Nigeria, a fan of protectionism, has announced its accession to the Continental Free Trade Area. Is this good news for the initiative? Yes, it is very good news. We've been expecting it for a few months already. In fact, those who are following the issue a little bit heard the president speak very recently, for example, on June 27, when he received the reports on the impact assessment of the free trade area in Africa. So he wished the success of the African Continental Free Trade Area. He is not against free trade, as long as free trade is fair. Nigeria's signature is a good thing anyways, because it represents more than 70% of West Africa's GDP. So if such a country does not participate in the free trade area, it means that the area in West Africa would not mean much.
And El Hadji, in your opinion, what made Nigeria to change its mind?
I think the African Union had to provide the necessary assurances to make Nigeria agree to sign. So long as there are what we call 10% of sensitive products, and among these 10% of sensitive products, all countries can certainly protect some of their productions that are essential to their development. And I think Nigeria is reassured on this issue, and I understand very well why Nigeria is signing. But whether Nigeria signs or not, it does not really matter. What would be important is the application of the free trade area. Will African countries agree to lower tariffs on products that compete with their domestic products? That's the major question. That is to say, if you study the integration spaces in Africa today, you will see that almost everywhere the rules are not respected properly.
Et pour finir, Monsieur Diouf,
and lastly, Mr. Diop, other countries such as Eritrea and Benin are still reluctant to join the zone. Can the accession of the continent's leading economy lead them to change their minds?
Oui, je pense que le Bénin comme l'Érythrée pourraient rejoindre.
Yes, I think that both Benin and Eritrea could join this zone because they are not industrial countries. I do not believe that these are countries that can benefit much by signing a free trade agreement. Very contrary to that. But I also think that perhaps these countries are not ready in terms of economic protection to sign this agreement. So we can understand their reluctance. But I think that Nigeria's accession for a country like Benin, which trades a lot with Nigeria, is no longer a problem. I believe that Benin will join just like Nigeria, because Benin has a very important connection with the country.
Merci, Monsieur
Thank you, Diop, for all the clarifications. El-Haj Alioum Diop, Professor of International Economics, was speaking to us from Dakar, Senegal.